So we used this school syllabus template and we tried to design a very simple video which is an effective animation video which talked about the course contents. Now we will try to use the option blank to create a video from scratch. So now all the objects, background, props, everything we are going to add. So I'm going to click on blank and I'm going to choose a horizontal layout. Now, of course, it is very important that we be creative and we try to explain the concept in such a way that students can understand well. Now, the first thing that it provides you is what is the basic scene type that you want. So this is a basic look that you would like to want for your Powtoon or for your video. So the first option it gives you is modern age, and of course it's not so that you have to stick to one. With every slide you can change it. Second, it talks about whiteboard. Third is cartoon, infographic, and real. Now, of course, you can explore each of these, and depending on what type of content you would like to serve, you can choose one of them. Now, maybe I'm going to start by selecting a modern age. So I click on it, and this is the interface that loads. So here you can see by default, one slide has been added. This is a blank slide, and you can see this here. So here you'll be able to see new slides that you are going to add. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it. So I'm going to give it a new title, and let's say I want to create a video that talks about components of a computer, right? So this particular video talks about what all components does a computer system have, and of course I will not be creating an entire video, but my major focus here would be on talking about the utilities that are provided by Powtoon to make a good video. Now, before we actually start making one, I will just like to introduce you to the interface that is provided here. So this is the slide where you'll be doing everything. These two buttons we already know. This will play the current slide, this will play the entire, and in fact play from this second onwards. Here what you can see, this part is the timeline. So here you will be able to see all the components that you will be adding, and you can decide at what point in time will those components appear in your scene. So this is your timeline. This is for sound. So when you click on this, you can decide what is the sound that will play in the background for maybe the entire Powtoon or for this slide only. Now, if you move to this right hand side here, there are several buttons and several options that are available. Let us just take a basic look at each. So the first thing that you can see this here is the background. So this is going to decide the background of this scene. This option here talks about text. So this is when you have to add some text into the slide. This option here talks about characters. So here you'll be able to choose the character like the lady that was there in the first video that we had created. This particular option is props. So here you can add the props that you want to be available. So if you're talking about the world, you may add a globe. If I'm talking about a computer, I may add a computer. Different things that are important. If we are talking about engineering, then you can add something related to that. Next is shapes. So this will give you the basic shapes that you would like to add. Next, images. Here you can add images. If you want to add videos, this is the option. Sound can be controlled through this option. And finally, you have some specials that we'll talk about. This here are the set of scenes which are available, which you can choose from.